90s comic book classic gets the 4K upgrade. The Crow, starring Brandon Lee. It's Devil's Night. Eric Draven and his bride Shelley are murdered by Top Dollar's gang. Rising from the grave, Eric Draven becomes the Crow and seeks revenge on Top Dollar's gang, one by one. The film also stars Ernie Hudson as a police officer and Michael Wincott as Top Dollar. Alex Proyas directs, and it's a visually stunning film. You know, sort of like Gotham City feel, Tim Burton, Batman, Blade Runner with the rain and everything, sort of atmospheric. And The Crow has a killer soundtrack. Brandon Lee is one of my favorite parts of the movie. I mean, he steals every scene that he's in, playing Eric Draven in this very likable, action-packed role. Rochelle Davis also steals every scene that she's in. She has great chemistry with Brandon Lee. She plays Sarah, whose mother is hooked on meth, and she ends up finding a family with Eric Draven and Shelley. Then she feels the loss of Eric and Shelley, you know, and then the rebirth of when the Crow returns and she recognizes him, and that's an emotional scene. Really enjoy their chemistry on screen. Brandon Lee and Rochelle Davis's chemistry is really big, a shining moment for me. I thought every character has their moments, even those quirky villains. They have a little bit of a comedy, over the topness that I enjoy. We also have David Patrick Kelly and Tony Todd showing up here in supporting roles. I thought they had some great stuff to work with. And I think The Crow, after 30 years now, still holds up. It still really holds up as a great action, gothic, horror comic book movie. It's also bittersweet because of the tragic accident that happened on set to Brandon Lee. I mean, what might have been, what might he have become after The Crow? I mean, obviously he would have been in the sequels if they had chosen to go that route, and it just, who knows? I mean, he could have been as big as his father, Bruce Lee. Overall, The Crow, I can't highly recommend it enough. If you haven't seen it, please pause the video and go watch The Crow. It is a lot of fun. Now, this 4K Steelbook, I gotta tell you, it was hard to find. And I missed the first wave of pre-orders. I ended up getting this at Barnes & Noble. The only thing I don't like is the sleeve was a little too big for the Steelbook, so it kind of slides out. But here you have a beautiful Crow in the front here. In the back, it's just clear. Slides off. Real love is forever. Victims aren't we all? Quotes from the movie. And then we have the one disc 4K UHD disc. So beautiful, simple presentation here that I think, you know, it really does fit the film. There is an alternative Steelbook out there that I also wouldn't mind having. It's also great. It has the flame crow on the back. And there's also a standard edition. I think the standard edition also looks great. The main thing is the movie looks great in 4K. This presentation by Paramount, stunning. I mean, it's a massive upgrade from the Blu-ray in every which way, and also maintains that film grain. So everything that's the atmosphere and everything, it really pops. The colors, the dark, blacks, the rain, the blues, the reds. It's all here, and I think it really looks wonderful on 4K. Sound quality is really good too. I really enjoy Dolby Audio mix. So not an Atmos mix, but still really matches well with the picture. You can't go wrong with this. New special features here. There's a new Shadows and Pain Designing the Crow, which is basically a deep dive into the production design and what they had inspiration from the comic. And it's kind of an interesting take, you know, and how a production design is. About 20 minutes long. And the rest of the stuff is sort of archival commentaries with writer-director Alex Proyas, audio commentary by producers, and screenwriter, behind-the-scenes featurette, a profile on James O'Barr, who did the comic, and then extended scenes, deleted footage, montage, and trailers. So you get a lot of stuff for your money here, special features and the actual movie itself on the disc. Again, highly recommending The Crow. What did you guys think of The Crow on 4K? Have you picked it up yet? Let me know in the comments below which version you picked up. And as always, this has been Return of the Disc. I'm Dan.